Okay. Think we're ready to get going here. Yes, indeed. Need to clean my desk off a little bit. There's always chores that need done at this time in the week. My crispy water going. Make sure we're... Yep. Stream info looks all correct. Okay. So we should be ready to get going here. So welcome back to another LEGO stream. Session 2, working on the LEGO Starry Night set. So this is what we got done last time. Much of the bottom, the rolling hills of the countryside there. Along with our little, you know, I'm going to say church here, probably, with the spire. And we've got our minifigure and his easel all set up. So he can be working on that while we're working on this. Maybe he's reloading his brush there. There we go. Okay. So let's see where we're at here. Did I put a bookmark in this? There's no stickers, so I guess not. Okay. That's okay. We are up to bag number 5 here. I'm going to be building the main backdrop here, it looks like. So let's get that rolling here. Let's give ourselves a little room to push this back. There we go. Thanks, IG88, for letting us slide that back. My roommates are home, so I should probably shut the door a little bit more, at least. Oh gosh. I'm all tangled up. I'll leave it so that the cats can push their way in if they want to, but otherwise... not going to make them listen to me talk here. Alright, so 5 is like a whole bunch of bags. So this bag is just 1x4s. This is this. Not this. This one's got, wow, even more of these. Plus a few other odds and ends. So let's see what we got. 2 bags of piece. There's a fourth part of bag number 5. I think. Or 5th part of bag number 5. Wow. So 5 bags in this step. So this is going to be a process here. I'll leave this stuff for now. Just open up the bags as we need them. Maybe we should just move this. Maybe we need like all the room. over on the side here. Probably going to be using these trays. Okay. Make sure we got all the pieces out. First step here, nothing even really connects. We're just lining them up. And let's see here. All right. Already need a lot of colors, which makes sense. I mean, that's the whole kind of style of it here. So let's set some of these up here. So this has got our sort of sky blue and our dark blue. We've got regular blue and light blue. Dark blue, blue, light blue, sky blue, I think is how I got my blues hat on today, by the way, to deal with all these blue hues. A huge number of blue hues. And let's see, we got some two on this step too, so let's go ahead and get this one opened up here as well, because this contains the blue twos in, I think, all hues. So we're going that's a light blue, sky blue. Okay, I think we understand the different this is doing it stupid. Hold on. My desk lamp is like an electronic bulb and it's ornery, but I think we actually do want this to see the instructions well. You gonna stay on this time, buddy? There we go. See, I can like adjust the brightness and stuff like that. Just a little extra. We'll see if that's good. It's my fourth light source in the room now. Maybe that'll be enough. I just want to make sure, because I know a lot of people have messed this up here in their builds. We want to make sure not to do that. Well, this piece has kind of got a little defect in it here. Let's flip this around. I'm going to flip this around so that it doesn't so that that's on the back instead of the front there. Okay. So good thing we don't need to open this other bag right away, because we have some of them in this. But we do need a light film. Okay, so this can get set aside. This something like that. There we go. Okay. Light blue. Light blue. Check this brick to make sure it's looking. Yeah, this one's got a little defect too. I'll see it here. Oh, put that facing back. Sky blue. Sky blue. Regular blue. Dark blue. Where's my dark blue too, hue? There in here. Alright, okay. Well, we're out of trays, so we'll just drop these off back here. Okay, great. Then we got just blue and light blue, it looks like. Blue. Okay. I think we've got a pretty solid grip on the colors here. This is very soothing. I don't know if the kind of like color therapy blue is a calming color thing. I don't know how truly scientific that is, or if it's you know, a little more made up, but if it's just the placebo effect, I must say it's a very powerful placebo effect. It's definitely feels like it works to me. I've got a pair of sunglasses, prescription sunglasses even, actually, with a blue tint to them. And they're nice for driving. I feel like I don't get as road ragey as I sometimes feel. It helps me be less irritated with dangerous motorists. Feels like it anyway. Okay. Light blue too. Regular blue. Light blue. Sky blue. 3 light blue in a row. 2 regular blue. And a light blue too. Great. Definitely going to be an extra chill stream today. Pretty tired from having been out of town this last weekend. One of my friends from the Twin Cities was visiting, and we set up a little hockey trip together. We went to 3 hockey games in a row. First one in Des Moines was the Iowa Wild versus the, oh shoot, who was it? It was the Milwaukee Admirals, Nashville's AHL affiliate, and we had a couple of other Des Moines friends go to that game with us, and we had a great time. It was a really great game. Iowa won in overtime, which was very exciting. And we, yeah, it was a very good game. Very close and exciting throughout. And then we went on Saturday morning, we woke up and drove down to St. Louis. Where we caught an NHL game, so that was very exciting. Major League Sports. That was against the Chicago Hawks. I try not to say the full name of that team if I can help it, because I don't like misappropriating indigenous terms, and I wish that the remaining sports franchises that were using stuff like that would think about changing them. I understand there's a lot of history with some of those clubs, but if the Washington football team and Cleveland's baseball team can do it, I don't see why the others couldn't follow suit. But that game was very exciting as well. It was really fun to go down to St. Louis and see some of their traditions and things like that at their stadium. So that was really great. The Blues aren't my primary team in the NHL, but they're another Midwestern team, so I enjoy them, and it was cool to see their stadium in person, so that was really great. And we had a pretty nice hotel there, so that was a good time. And yeah, it was a really nice drive. I hadn't seen my friend in, a few months. Several months. So it was really nice to catch up with her and get a chance to talk about some of the things going on in our lives. Yeah, this is looking nice. So that was really enjoyable. And then on Sunday, we drove to Iowa City from St. Louis. It was really great that the Midwestern winter weather cooperated with us and didn't impede our drive too much or anything like that. And yeah, it was a good drive. We used to live in Iowa City about 10 years ago, and actually our other friend met us in Iowa City on Sunday, and he also lived in a big house with us while we attended college there, or some of us did at least. I was in college classes at that time, and yeah, so it was cool to see how the city had changed a little bit. Some things changed, some things stayed the same. And this game on Sunday, unfortunately, was a bit of a blowout loss for the Iowa Heartlanders. So that was a little disappointing. But they've been having a rough season, and we wanted to get up there and check out the stadium and support them for a while. So it was a good opportunity to do that. And it was, oh no, oh, I'm on this, okay, distracted myself. Yeah, it was a good opportunity to see the stadium and stuff, and check out a game at that level, the ECHL level. Definitely not as well attended, but the fans that were there were very passionate and involved, despite the team's struggles, so that was nice to see. And we got to get let's see here, where are these? Oh, here we go. Got to get lunch at one of our favorite restaurants that we used to go to quite often when we lived in Iowa City, so that was great. And then I spent a lot of money on beer because there was they had a bunch of bottles of the Mikkeller Spontan series, which is they must have had it for a while because it's not being distributed in Iowa right now. And it's a spontaneous sour, so those bottles are fine to sit on sit on the shelf for long periods of time, and they were on like a super sale. Like all the bottles were marked down from $8 each to $3.99 or 2 for $5. So more than 50% discount. So I bought all of them. So I have about 30 bottles of really nice beer waiting for me. I'll drink a couple of those tonight after I finish up my chores. But yeah, then after that we just drove back to Des Moines. She had to continue on north back up to the Twin Cities, so she continued on her way, and we said our goodbyes. Hopefully it won't be just months and months until I see her again, but you know, life has a way of making you wait to see your friends sometimes. So until the next time, I'll just cherish the time I got to spend with her on this trip. And yeah, it was really nice, and that was a really nice weekend. And now I have today and tomorrow off from work still too, because I kind of front loaded all of my hours last week into before the trip. So now I get to have my normal service industry weekend too. So that's really great. I feel like I'm going to have a lot of time to rest and get myself ready. The next few weeks at work are definitely going to be challenging as we get our second location opened up. But I think this was a really great trip, and it really really makes me feel ready to face that stuff. So that's going to be great. And then it's only a couple months until my Germany and Czechia trip, so that'll be really exciting. Got my passport in the mail the other day. So I've got that all ready to go. Progress there. I knew I'd get it in time, but it felt good to get that all squared away, since that was something that I had to wait on getting. Now I just need to get like my luggage situation sorted. And yeah, I'll be pretty much ready to go. I haven't flown in 16 years, so it's gonna be definitely interesting. Definitely, but I'm gonna have a number of my good friends on that trip with me, so I'm sure it will be good. Okay. This is so calming. Definitely helps that I'm already pretty tired from my trip. Got a decent night of sleep last night, but I was quite tired. A lot of highway driving, which is, you're just sitting there, so it's not like physically exerting, but it can be stressful. It just demands your focus for long periods of time, which is, you know, not difficult necessarily, but can be taxing. In its way. Oh dear, I've just remembered that. Oh, I think I might have double booked myself this evening. Shoot. Oh, I'm gonna have to let someone down now. That is unfortunate. Blue, 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 blue. Blue forever. Until a light blue at the end. Well, darn it. That's unfortunate. I'll have to touch base with my two obligations and see if anything has come up for either of them. I'm just going to tell them both honestly that I double booked myself. I think honesty is the best policy, and making excuses for things like that it's not what I like to do. I know some people will make excuses for things like that just because they want to spare people's feelings, not because they want, not because they're like trying to deflect blame or anything like that. But I strive to be an honest person whenever possible, and I think this is just one of those things where I'll have to tell them both that I goofed up, and we'll see. It's two fun social obligations, so I'm sure they'll understand. Bag here. My. Certainly can see why the piece count on this set is so high. We've flown through what feels like a great number of pieces so far, and there's still quite a ways to go on this. And yet again, I find that this doesn't feel as repetitive as it should, right? And it's just tiling 1x4s for the most part, but maybe I'm just in the exact appropriate mood for it, but I'm finding it very enjoyable. Very enjoyable indeed. Let's see. Perhaps I'll just do this. That seems like a good organizational. Seems like that'll work well for me. Organizational technique. Okay. Step 107. Alright. And that's another page turn. How calming I find this. I do wonder if this means I would enjoy sets like the world map or things like that, where it's a lot of tile placement, the sort of tile art ones. Kind of had my eye on the floral art tiling set for a while. Anyway, maybe if that one drops on sale ever, maybe I'll pick that up. Sets like that don't seem to go on sale very often, but we'll keep our eyes peeled. Maybe I should have gotten the Batman one. Batman one would have been fun. I think the Batman set might be retired now. I can never remember. There's so many sets out at a time now. It's difficult to keep track of them all. Time for another just a not on top thing here, so space these out. I assume this will be to attach the frame, something like that. This is a nice song. Maybe doesn't quite match the mood of the stream, but we'll let it play. Maybe I should have tried the blues tag on the YouTube music. I don't tend to like music that's too heavy on lyrics during the streams, but would have been thematically appropriate. Though much of the music that's played today has been very vibey, and has been working quite nicely to my liking. Hey, Airwolf. Yeah, I'll probably be on for another hour. We'll see. I have a little bit of time, but I appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Either way. Hopefully we'll get a chance to chat a little bit later on. Okay. Let's see, a couple of ones. Drop that in. Okay. Yeah, we might look at some. We might maybe look at some Blue Bricks stuff later, potentially. I have stuff lined up a little bit, some little stuff and some gifts with purchases and things like that that I want to do soon. But if I want to get some stuff from them, that will, you know, international shipping can be sometimes lengthy, so it would be nice to order that stuff soon. I don't think I need to check my financial situation. I don't think I went too crazy on this trip, and I have money set aside for like the stuff I need to get for Europe, like getting my luggage and all of that sort of stuff is budgeted for, so that stuff won't be a problem. But good progress on this thing. Feeling good about where we're at here. thing is going to look so nice. Never hung any Lego stuff on the wall before. Certainly for this set, I'm going to need to use like a stud finder or something, which is thematically appropriate for Lego, but also definitely necessary because I think this set is going to be heavy enough that it will absolutely require that added level of support. Typically around my house I'm just hanging like framed, you know, concert posters and movie posters and things like that tend to not be too heavy. Even the big movie posters cap out at under 5 pounds with a frame. The dark blue. But this will be more than that. Not even quite halfway through the instruction book yet. This set is definitely pretty involved process. We've already been going for about 45 minutes here and still have quite a bit of step 5 to go here. The look of it is definitely coming together very nicely. Very nicely. We're definitely making a dent in the number of pieces remaining. Still quite a few, but it's noticeable that they're depleting now. almost out of sky blue, which I guess makes sense. Darker at the top, or maybe I'm building it wrong. Don't say that. I'm sure we're doing good. I'm sure we're doing well. Look at the picture. Certainly seems like there's fewer at the top. We're starting to go a little heavier on the dark blue now. This would be an interesting set to try to speed build. Build as quickly as possible. Or on VR Gamer for Life's streamiversary the other day, he was building the Death Star, one of the Death Stars, with one of the redeemable things was have him build with the VR headset on for a set period of time, which reduced everything to grayscale, which was already quite difficult with that set. Oh, some sixes. It's already quite difficult with that set with the grayscale nature of that set, but this set would also be very challenging to build with the grayscale goggles on. Almost impossible. I mean, you could do it and just see what you got out of it, but that would be about the extent of what I mean. You couldn't really hope to build it following the instructions. True. Dropping down these stud not on top pieces. It's going to cover the gray. Not completely, but probably whatever goes on top of this will block off that gray then. I don't recall seeing a gray tile visible in the final product. So okay, this block in here. I'll have to build around that quickly. It'd also be interesting to try to build this by just flipping to one of the last pages that is for this step and going off of that. I mean, it should be everything more or less is visible, I think, so hypothetically you could just look at it and oops, get it all, but that easier said than done, obviously. Okay. Almost flush with this piece now. place will be great. About ready for a bathroom break, but I want to land on a step that doesn't... I want to land on a step that has a full row of 1x4s across the top, if such a step is yet forthcoming. Only time will tell. And if it seems like it's not, then, well, I'll just run to the bathroom when I need to run to the bathroom. That's at least locked in now. Yep, here we go. This next step will be perfect. Get it to a very solid state. Okay. That's great. It's looking great. Okay. Alright, just gonna quick run to the bathroom and grab myself something else to drink here. And I'll be right back. friends. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you skipped ahead a little into the future. I got my shrub here. This is kind of like a mixed drink, except there's no alcohol in this one, although you can add vodka to it very easily. But shrub is like a vinegar and fruit mixture, so I like macerated blueberries with cane sugar and let that sit for a day or so, and then combined that with apple cider vinegar and some dried hibiscus, and let that sit, and then strained out the solids. And that creates the shrub, and then you put about 3 tablespoons of that with some any carbonated water. I have just soda water with this. A club soda. There's a difference technically. And yeah, so I had to make my drink basically. Just combining the syrup and the water. But yes, we're back with it. So it's a kind of like a sour, sweet and sour fruit beverage. And depending on your feelings on vinegar, you might not like it. But I very much do. And quick check, hands aren't sticky or anything like that. Actually, there is a little bit of residual stickiness. Sorry to do this again so soon, but excuse me for just one moment. I'm just going to wash my hands. Go. Much better. Okay. Oh no. Sorry for the interruption in the music there. That's great. Okay. Ourselves a little couple of other structures here, it looks like. 2 1x1 tiles. On top of, oh shoot. Oh, here we go. Okay. These right. Nope. Right here. Facing sideways. Great. Oh. Oh no. I've already laid out all of these. I was doubling them. Well, that's what taking a break will do. Oh gosh. And they're all going to have to be double separated because shoot. Well, here we go. That worked. When I was a kid, I always just did this with my fingernails. Now that I paint my fingernails, they're sometimes a little soft and damaged in a way that makes me not want to. Thankfully, the brick separator is quite good at its job. Okay. There we go. And yeah, because these were already in place, I merely assumed that they would be having this and a row. But this step just gets these guys into place, so that's no problem. We are back on track. And we'll use this stuff up right now. Nope. There we go. And one more element with a Technic pin on it, so we'll have 3 there. That'll be great. I assume this is for the wall mount. But we'll find out soon enough, I suspect. Okay. Oops. That's the one in the middle. There we go. Okay. sure everything's feeling great. Looks great. Just gotta make sure it feels great too. So refreshing. We are very much in the home stretch on this section, it seems. Though it has occupied the majority of our stream today. I knew this would be time consuming, but I didn't know it would be quite this time consuming, but we'll do at least one more bag after this. Just so that it's not all tiling forever. Blue, 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 blue. So hopefully I've tried to make it a chill and soothing experience throughout. I hope I've been effective in doing so. As I said before, I'm still pretty tired, so I figured rather than try to be very, very high energy, that I would rather than let this be a weakness, let it be a strength, and I would try to utilize my current state. Rather than fighting against the storm, we'll just bend in the breeze and flow in the river. Not to mix metaphors, but there I went and did it, didn't I? Okay. Let's see here. We've one of these single stud knot on top. Drop that down. Almost gone through all of the stud knot on top pieces. Two. That's another indicator that we're approaching the finish line here. Finish line of this section. In any case. Oh yeah, and here's another. We get a big departure as we build up our corner here. If you recall, this section had corners at the bottom there. Presumably will be how the frame is attached. Still think that makes sense. So we are at the tippity top here. careful. Felt this warp under my pressure a little bit. Obviously not ideal. Great. Let's see how we cap this off here. Very simply, some tiles across the top. Go. And now we'll convert these 4 studs into 1 for a number, but not all of these. Presume these will be the titular stars, and the ones we're leaving uncovered in this step become the, I don't know what to call it. We'll call it the valley in front of the stars, the layer of pastels, if you will. Definitely need to be careful where we're exerting our pressure on this, as it is definitely, it's solid, but it's so big that it still has an inherent fragility. So we will definitely need to keep an eye out thus for that. Okay, let's see here. A little bit of Technic stuff to do in the back here. Press these into here. And then into here. Okay. Good. And picture hanger thing here. This piece was also available on the 1989 Batwing, a model which I have, at least as of yet, elected not to hang in my home, but display in its flight position on the stand that's included. But we'll see. I certainly have a lot of more walls than flat surfaces. This one is definitely going to go on a wall somewhere, though. Lots of points of connection on this. This is going to go right in here. Come on. There we go. This will slide right into place. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So you can hang it from this. Slide like the end of a nail or a picture hanger or what have you up into there. I'll just have to double check that whatever I get works before I get it into the wall there. Okay. And let's get it connected here. Once this is attached, it is certainly going to be very delicate, so we will have to be very careful with how we handle this set from now on. I don't even know the best way to get this started. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this on camera. So what I'm going to do is just cable. I'm just going to do it over here on my side desk where I have a little more free space here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Getting a nice view of the size here. Go Blues. For the YouTube thumbnail. Great. Okay. Now we gonna put these on here to backstop it against the wall, I presume. And we're going to, oh my, start work on the frame, I suppose. Okay. Across these gaps. Okay, the two longer ones go here, yes, and here. Careful with my church spire on the front there. And back. Oh, this one's long. More short ones. Okay. Put that up. Kind of got that on camera. There we go. And what? Go the rest of the way around? Yep. So the long ones go centered again. Let's see. I'm just gonna stretch this stuff out and then, yeah, here we go. this. Oh no. I built them on the top here. They should be in the lower position. Need to clean my desk. Long one. No. Long one should be AC. And a short one. This kind of anchors everything together in the back, huh? It's feeling more secure as I get these into place, which is great news. Short. 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 Okay, now it feels... Still got a little bit of wobble to it, but not nearly so much as before. Feels much more secure. And we have our little pile of extra pieces. Normally we never have extra pieces of this size or quantity, but because of the nature of the steps, they give you extra because of the likelihood of people making mistakes. But I think because we have exactly 2 of each of these, that we probably did it right here. And then of course we've got just a couple other extra pieces of the normal size that you would expect. I think that means that we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and quick just Google Starry Night extra pieces. Oh, drop my phone. Sorry to interrupt the vibe. Starry Night extra pieces. Here's an article about it. Okay, yes. It does seem that we have the exact appropriate amount, so that's great. I'm just going to quickly congratulate myself for having built this correctly, this beast. Take a look around at it before we move on. Definitely coming together here. We'll just set this right here for the moment until we see what the nature of the next bag will be like. Let's take a peek here. Aha, yes, as I suspected the frame. So it looks like this is going to get built all independently. So this can definitely stay over here. Here it is, bag number 6, which I think is just 1. Nope. Totally mistaken. Here's another giant bag. I think this part will go, and here's a little bag. Interrupt myself one more time. And here's another bag, oh my goodness. Okay. Well, are we going to do this then? Because this is looking a little more involved now. Yes, we are still going to do it. We are still going to do it. We're going to do it, and we're going to leave the remaining bags for the next stream, and we will probably need a secondary plan then too with that. Because I don't think it will be enough for a whole stream if we build this frame right now. But that's okay. Because like I said, I've got a number of other options available. Set up some trays. I do think this will go quickly. Because unlike the last section, this is all one color, so it shouldn't get very bogged down. It's a big chunky bricks. It's fun. Little stuff in there. I'm just going to leave that bag now. Okay. Fun. Okay. So... one with 10. There's many more of the very ones. But there it is. There's 10. Alright, let's get this thing massive right off the bat. This would be a really great opportunity to get creative with your Lego skills. You could construct an alternate frame for this and construct an alternate piece of art to put inside of the frame. That would be a cool project, I think. Looks like we need some little stuff. Put the littlest bag on the biggest tray. That makes sense, right? Got little L's here. Okay. There's corner pieces too. Are the corners in here or are they in? No, the corners are in here. And then all the way around the outside go these wedges. Require 24 of them for this step. So yeah, I think we were right to do the frame today. This is gonna go very much quicker than the last section. Okay. Oh, 2x on the next part. Was it supposed to be 2x? No. But this next part is. Okay, so we'll set this aside somewhere on the soundboard carefully to not mess with any settings. Okay. Hey, welcome back, Airwolf. We're gonna be finishing up the frame here, and then that will be it for us today, although we've got a little bit left to do there. But let me show you where we're at with our main model here. We've built up the background, the sky, and got it into place, locked in with some extra pieces. We've got our picture hanger on here, and so this is looking pretty groovy here. And yeah, now we're working on the frame elements here. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you for joining us. Hope you've been having a nice week and everything. Let's see here. Oops. So we need to double up on these things. That's a short one. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just tough work day or stuff at home, or what's on your mind? I hope just work stuff. I feel like I'd rather have stressful work stuff than home life things, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, a lot of bosses are idiots. I try very hard not to be one myself. But yeah, definitely because I know how frustrating it is when someone in a position above you is doing foolish things. It can make things very, very stressful indeed, as you don't always have the ability to just work around them or do what you need to do to get things on track. So, oops, I need to build these out on the corners, I think. Well, hopefully it's something that will pass soon and you won't be stuck dealing with it for a long time. Should work with the program that is. Oh, yeah, well, that's even beyond stupid. That's just cruel. Expecting people to know things like that right away is just unrealistic. And, if they don't understand that, they are very, very stupid indeed. And if they do understand it and they are expressing those expectations anyway, then they're an asshole. Because, yeah, stuff like that definitely takes time to get acquainted with, and yeah, both to not make mistakes and to go quickly can both be challenging if you don't have a lot of experience with whatever it is you're working with. So hopefully his answer is that you should use Google and not take time from other people. That's dumb. I would not want my employees to just Google things. It should be a company's responsibility to train its employees if it's going to have you use a new program or something like that. They should train you on how to use it. I don't know. That's really frustrating. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I would never yeah, I don't know how they would expect you. Realistically, expecting anyone to not make any mistakes is just not realistic. Even for something that you would have more experience with, but yeah, for something new, it's like, of course, there's going to be a learning curve for stuff. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, that's really dumb. That's really dumb. Put this away for a second. No, not there. Put it right. Oh, maybe I can set it on top of this. I'm just gonna... There we go. Well, I hope that your boss realizes that those are not realistic expectations and adjusts their expectations. But if they don't, then I hope you pick it up quickly and are able to get them off your back at least. Let them be an idiot somewhere else. But yeah, that sounds very frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, just, I don't know, expecting people, like I said, I mean, I just think that adequate training for any program, or, like I work in a restaurant. I would never like, I mean, we don't work with computers really, obviously, but I would never like get a new piece of kitchen equipment and then just like put it in front of like an employee and be like, okay, do it right, do it now, do it fast. Like, no, you have to train on things. Like, if they want the final product to be good, then it's an absolute necessity that they provide the training and the explanation to get you comfortable with that before using it on a regular basis. That should be obvious to anyone that manages people, is that getting people comfortable and trained is like, that's the job. That should be the first priority when you're someone's boss, is making sure that whoever is beneath you needs to be comfortable and ready to go. That's like one of my main responsibilities, is getting employees trained and knowledgeable and comfortable to be working on the things that they need to be working on. That's like, should be a huge priority. And like you said, they want you to just, Google stuff to figure it out. They want you to train yourself. I just, like, that's also just kind of rude in general to say it like that. But yeah, it's just not like, it won't be right. I mean, the internet isn't always right. It's like, if they want you to use a thing, they should teach you how to use it. is this like a new program that's like taking the place permanently of one that you've used before, or is this like something that you um, are just going to be using for a little bit for a specific project? Because if it's something you're going to be using all the time, especially, like, I mean, either they should train you how to use it either way, but especially if it's yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, I'm not very knowledgeable about computers and stuff, but I know that it's incredibly complex, and yeah, that would make sense that it would be. So do you like switch? Do you switch back and forth between the two, or? Still a little delicate here. Oh yeah, so you're changing to this one. Yeah, well, yeah. Then if they're wanting you to use this new one all the time, and it's going to be like your main thing, then yeah, they should definitely invest the time into making sure. Because yeah, if you're gonna switch programs like that, then of course there's going to be like a cost to that. You have to know that you're gonna, like, they should be using some time to train you and make sure that you're knowledgeable about how to do it. So yeah. I don't know. That sounds very frustrating, and it sounds like it'll probably be frustrating for a while. So I'm really, really sorry to hear that. Hopefully other people have the same issue you do. Hopefully that will help them maybe see that, like, okay, well, it's not one specific person's fault. It's just like our expectations of this are too high. Hopefully. Okay. Locking in some stuff here. It's kind of sagging a little bit where I haven't placed these yet. This is feeling pretty secure here. A little bend, still a little bend to it, but I'm pretty amazed at how solid this set has been for being so kind of unwieldy in its shape. Okay. 10 of these bars. Here. Good. Okay. 3 ones. Okay, let's see here. Start with a corner. And then 4. 4. Well, I'm totally on the wrong thing here. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, 4, 4, 4. 3. 3. 4. 4. And 4. And a corner. Four. 4 white ones in a row. And then 3, 4, 3. More 4s. Next corner. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 2. 3. And the last corner. Go. Okay. Ruby. And then we go around the edge with this piping action. frame is very three-dimensional as well. Looks nice. Oops. This side. Okay. Groovy. Flip this around here. Get the rest of these on. And this is looking really nice. Final four here. I just go around and try to shine this up a little bit. Pretty good. And let's see here. Okay, time to drop this thing into place here. Got enough, make sure we've got enough room to let everything jump in the middle. Okay. So here we go. Oh, this is satisfying. Oops. Shoot. Okay, forgot there was a gap underneath that. Okay. I think we've got that depressed into place there, and then we've just got a little foot for it to stand on, it looks like. Goes in right here. Spin this around here. It's right here. We got a little foot. Only goes in one. Oh, okay. So that you can easily pull it out when you put it on the wall, probably. That makes sense. All right, and then yeah, that's the end of step number 6 here. That's where we're gonna wrap it up today, but it's looking definitely coming together here. The frame really adds a lot to the look of it, and it feels pretty secure. Not like it would survive if it fell off the wall, but it's, you know, seems pretty good. Let's see how well this foot holds it up. Foot lets it sit up pretty nicely. Yeah, I think it is pretty nice. I had pretty big expectations for this set, so it's nice to see it living up to them and coming together here. Looking pretty cool. You got your good depth on that is really nice, so definitely looking pretty good here. Next week we'll finish this up and we'll start something else, or either start something else or we'll do maybe a little set or two depending on how much time the rest of it takes. Let's see if anyone is on to raid out here. Let's see. Super 80s Gamer. Looks like he's working on some Star Wars stuff. So we'll check out some Star Wars stuff with Super 80s Gamer here. And yeah, I'm sorry we only caught you for a little bit, Airwolf, but yeah, you have a nice week as well. I hope that your boss gets their head out of their butt and figures out what living in the real world is like. But yeah, you'll have to report back to me next week. Hopefully everything's looking better by then. So we'll see you then. Bye bye.